The idea of human rights is both simple and powerful. Human rights belong to everyone. They are not granted by the grace or at the discretion of others. Respect for one another's rights forms the basis of all sustainable social relationships. Widespread understanding and acknowledgement of the responsibility of enterprises to respect human rights is a relatively recent development. To be sure, it was implied in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, adopted by the UN General Assembly in 1948, as a common standard of achievement for all peoples and all nations. But it was authoritatively established and elaborated only in 2011, when the UN Human Rights Council unanimously endorsed the guiding principles on business and human rights, or the UNGPs. Many large firms, especially in the mining industry, have sought to align their policies with the UNGPs. But what does it mean to say, within an enterprise, that human rights belong to everyone? Enterprises have human rights experts, but are they responsible for the enterprise's human rights conduct? Surely not. Their responsibility includes raising internal awareness, develop human rights policy, train and carry out pilot projects with business units, and provide advice and support when business units do their jobs. But they're not the CEO. They don't recruit new employees or determine wages and working conditions. They don't drive company trucks that may speed through villages and run over families' chickens or goats. They don't do procurement. They don't conduct explorations, which may take place on indigenous lands. They don't build tailing dams. These are some of the examples of ways in which enterprises' commitments to human rights is put to the test. Another place where enterprises meet up with human rights is the Sustainable Development Goals. While none of the 17 goals use the actual term human rights, they are directly implied in several: no poverty, zero hunger, quality education, good health, gender equality, clean water, decent work, reduced inequality, peace, justice, and strong institutions. Human rights are affected by progress in each of the others. Indeed, viewing the SDGs through a human rights lens can lead to significant multipliers. Consider how many SDGs would be advanced by paying a fair living wage, not only within the enterprise, but also its supply chain. So yes, human rights are simple and powerful. That does not mean that they're an easy undertaking for an enterprise. But what makes enacting respect for human rights easier to remember is that human rights belong to everyone.